Hello, my name is Ebony Bell, and I'm here to present my project. In this class for education technology, I created a project called Thea. And Thea is really an online personalized learning tool for minority students learning science, technology, engineering, and math. But for the purposes of this first iteration, I only focus on a subset of minority students, and those include African American young girls ages 10 through 15. And I only focus on technology space instead of STEM in total. So again, the goal in this first iteration is to really introduce coding to these young learners at an early age. We hope that that's going to help close the ethnic and gender gap that exists today in the technology space. Oftentimes we see that there aren't many Black African American women that are being represented in technology at the top levels and actually running a Fortune 500 company, and even making a huge difference in some of these top tier computer science focused institutions. We believe that if we cater to the backgrounds and interests of the students, then more learning can happen. We could actually see a breakthrough, and we could actually see women that are actually taking some of these tech jobs and some of these computing jobs in the future. So it also incorporates videos and content of women who look like the young girls, so that they can envision themselves as future leaders and developers within their communities. And in the forthcoming phases, we will actually include content that's generated specifically for people who identify as Hispanic or Latino, American Indian or Alaska Native, LGBT or disabled, or any other underrepresented group within the science and technology space. Our research reveals the ability to empower people is what leads them to actually achieving their dreams and actually continuing to learn. So that's what we want to do. We really want to come in and we want to strive to empower people, and we want to teach them on a level that they can understand, and giving them the mentors that will give them the support that will help them further their success in whatever they choose to do. Okay. Thank you. Let's take some time now to walk through the interactive prototype that I created. I'm going to walk through it pretty quickly because I don't want to bore you guys, but you can always come up here and type in this URL at the top and take a look at it and walk through it yourself. On the left-hand side there's this green icon. You can click it because not every single element in the prototype is interactive. But if you click on this, then you'll see a green highlighted shadow around each of the buttons that are clickable that will move you forward into the prototype. Okay, let's get started. So this is the page that all the users would see when they first access the web app. So we'd say personalized learning created just for you. If you are a first-time user, then you select get started. If not, you'd select log into your account. So I'll press get started, and then at this point we'll ask the user to create the profile. I've already pre-populated some information here for the sake of the prototype, but if they didn't want to create their profile, they could continue as a guest. And then select what you want to learn, and this is geared towards them choosing what they want to learn. So here, for the sake of the prototype, in this project, I've only incorporated computer science. So I'd click here, but as you see in the future, there'll be so many other options. Then it'll have a nice little banner at the top, nice, you'll enjoy learning computer science. And then the user would come down here and select the profile they most identify with. And this is so that we can serve up content that's specific to their background. And we find that this would be most helpful when we're trying to create interest in a subject. So I'll choose African American Black girl. Then again, just another little sticky header at the top, and then it says select the problem you want to solve. So these problems come from the fact that the user chose I'm an African American girl. So we're going to allow them to see problems that directly relate to their background. And so let's say I come in here and I say how to create an app to help kids like me resolve our skincare issues. So I come in here and then I'm immediately in the video content portion of the prototype. And this is where the students will learn. This is also where they will be empowered through watching videos and reading different notes and so forth. So the first one is really an empowerment video. And you can even press play to view this video if you like. And then now that they've viewed the video, they'll dive deep into the lessons. And so this is giving an overview of what the lesson is. The fact that the young girl is looking forward to going to spring fling dance, but she has pimples, and so do her other friends. So her task is to create a mobile app that will not only allow her to learn something about coding, but will empower her to create a technological solution to help her and her friends improve their skincare. So we'll press next, and then the next lesson is really just giving them an idea of to become familiar with Android app development. So they'd watch this tutorial, they'd watch this video. And then on this page, this is just a congratulatory message saying, congrats, you did it. Just that reinforcement learning that you did it. You are super smart, you are a coder, and so forth. And then the next page is really back to those empowerments again. So them seeing something where they know that other girls are out there coding just like them. And this is to enforce it that they shouldn't give up. They should continue. They should see this and be awed by the fact that other people like them are coding and they're actually making a difference in their communities. So I'll just watch a quick video, part of this video.
I am a girl who codes. I think that anybody becomes more empowered once they understand how something works, and learning to code at such a young age, it's definitely a life changer.
When I was bullied, I really had to put up with it for a while, but I got myself out of the situation. A lot of people don't have that opportunity. An app I can create is to get those kids in touch with counselors. I can really help them. I can build my own app instead of having to reach out to somebody to do it. No one has to build it for me anymore.
So again, that was really just enforcement learning, just to say, hey, look, there are other girls like you who see problems. They're using technology to create solution to those problems. And then the next lesson takes you directly into the learning portions of the page. And so they're actually getting to the point where they're starting to create the app, they're navigating and so forth, and they'll follow these lessons, these next few lessons down to the T until they have successfully created their skincare app. Now they're at this point where they have just created it. Now it's time to share it with their friends, provide information on how to share that with their friends, and to garner some feedback from them. And then the final lesson is really just to say, hey, you did it. I see you're making a difference in people's lives. Definitely feel free to share your experiences and so forth, and know that anything is possible. And just that reassurance that, like, we will do this together. We will literally trailblaze our way to the top by making sure that we see problems and we tackle them head on. But not only that, but we continue learning and we have fun. So they would come in and they'd press done, and then they'd be taken back to the dashboard, and they have other options to continue learning, or they can start another session. And that's it. Thank you guys for listening.